Robin Bensley, and I like small places. Now, I happen to be in Charleston, South Carolina right now, which is not really considered a small place. About 120,000 people live here. In fact, it's the second largest city in South Carolina, but I like it because it feels small. There's an intimacy to Charleston. It's like a bunch of little tiny neighborhoods all connected under one roof. And so I thought I'd just give you the nickel tour of Charleston, South Carolina. Charlestown, Carolina, was founded in 1670, named after King Charles II of England. By 1690, it was the fifth largest city in North America. It's been through war and fire and plagues and hurricanes, earthquakes, pirate raids, and they say that many ancient ghosts still hang around. Its history can be felt everywhere in its cobbled streets and gas lamps and the sounds of horses' hooves. Atmosphere is everywhere. I especially love walking the city to appreciate the historic architecture and flowered courtyards along the Battery on the ocean and Rainbow Row. Lots of famous people have walked these cobbled streets. Blackbeard the pirate sailed into Charleston Harbor with 4 ships in 1718. I don't know if he stopped for a grog, but he did take some hostages for a ransom of drugs. Norman Rockwell, when he was in the Navy in 1918. Samuel Morse started his printing business here in 1818, and this is where John James Audubon worked on his Birds in America book back in 1831. And there are lots of firsts in Charleston. The first presentation of an opera in 1735, the first formal gardens in 1741, the very first American museum opened to the public in 1773, the first shot of the Civil War was fired from Fort Sumter in 1861. The heart of the city is the city market. The typical t-shirts to really kind of unique things. So we'll take a little stroll through the city market. Now, contrary to popular belief, this is not where slaves were sold. Some people think that. No, but this is where slaves used to do their shopping a couple hundred years ago. They would buy produce, and there was a fishmonger, and there were meat guys. In fact, buzzards became protected in the city of Charleston back then because they would pick up all the meat scraps, and they'd keep the place kind of clean. So let's go visit the city market. I love these glass pieces with the etchings right inside of them. I'm not quite sure how they do that, but I just love them. That's good. Just okay. Sure. to one of my favorite stands here at the City Market. It's JFAM Rings, JFAM Designs. I always make a point of buying rings here. I think they have beautiful jewelry. Because of the numerous steeples that dot the Charleston sky. And there's nothing like wandering a cemetery, a very old cemetery with a lot of graves from the 17 and 1800s. In fact, this one is Anna Scott, who departed this life May of 1740 in the 22nd year of her life. I think it's time for a refreshment right now, and so I thought we'd stop in and visit the oldest tavern in Charleston. In fact, it's so old that George Washington once dined there, and it's right down that alley. With the Atlantic at its front door, islands and resorts in its backyard, and loads of history, beauty, and southern charm, Charleston remains a place that brings me back again and again.